Hi and good morning. I'm Reverend Allie Bierman, and this is Metaphysical Ministry International. Thank you so much for joining us today so that you can take time to explore and to share what it is for you that's bigger than the experience that you get to know through your five senses. Because after all, 99% of reality happens beyond what we can feel, touch, see, hear, smell, taste. We begin every week with a happy share. In our world, most people go around thinking or negative stuff. Just notice faces of people around you wherever you are, in passing when you're walking, in the grocery store, in conversation with friends. It's very rare to see a smiling face. Well, you know what? You can change that by thinking in here and focusing on what feels good, what lets you feel at ease. What lets you feel at ease and at peace? What leaves you feeling happy, content, joyful, and even blissful? My happy share this week is Whole Foods is finally coming to Boise, Idaho. They were supposed to build one here last year, and the plans fell through with the economic downturn a couple of years ago. And just yesterday I learned they are in fact going to come here, so I know it will be a while, but I like good food that's nutritious and wholesome, and Whole Foods is my favorite place to shop. So I'm very, very happy to hear about that news. Now this week I get to be the minstrel minister, which means I wrote a song to share. This one is all about forgiving. And what is forgiving about? It's for giving love. We know that we're responsible for just how our life looks, the ups and downs, the good and bad, what leaves us feeling happy, what leaves us feeling sad. Yet there's so much more to live in life, and what we're all about, for all strife in our awareness comes from more than just our being, and more than what we're seeing. Even if we don't know who's hurting, their healing's up to us. What? Get a clue, we're all one. Living the connection's not always fun. Yet we all pull our programs and replay memories that we draw from one single source without awareness, oblivious to remorse. Until we awaken, assume full responsibility. No one can be forsaken, not when we clearly see. Responsibility is part of the unity. Responsibility covers all we think, we hear, and see. All that enters our worlds opens our awareness of our hidden parts and programs, presenting opportunities galore to know more about love and forgiving love. You see, it's pretty well known, unless you live somewhere on a mountain top in some remote area all by yourself and you're a hermit, that we're responsible for our lives, for co-creating the way our world looks. And what I never got until recently is we're also responsible for everyone and everything that comes into our awareness. Now this one is a little bit out there, harder to grasp than just being responsible for what you're creating in your life. Someone or some situation or circumstance only comes into our awareness if there's a part of us playing that same deep underlying program, replaying experiences, memories tucked away, all of it out of our awareness. See, all of us draw our decisions, our choices, our knowings from this oversoul, from this super consciousness. So we're drawing the same programs, running the same programs inside out of our awareness. So that if we find out somebody is struggling with an illness, with a condition, if we find out there's a whole village that's starving or there's a flood, the fact that it came into our awareness means we have a program inside of us that by clearing it, by sending love, by giving it love in ourselves, and we don't have to know the details of what it is, but just by loving it and asking for forgiveness and being thankful to the universe, to God, Creator, whatever word you use, it clears it out in us. And because we're all connected and all one, when it clears it out in us, it heals it. And the other person who we may never know their name, never met them, don't know anything about them except we're running the same program. And as connected divine spirits, what happens for us happens for that person, for those people also. If you really want to get a better understanding of what I just introduced to you, go and read this book. It's by Dr. Joe Vitale, written with Dr. Yu Lin. Dr. Yu Lin is a psychiatrist who went into the state mental hospital for the criminally insane in Hawaii. And by doing the practice of what I just described to you, a practice known as the modern self-identity Ho'oponopono, it's an ancient Hawaiian healing method that he studied and updated. He cleared out this mental ward. He turned around a prison of people who were shackled and in seclusion, where there were constant attacks, where the staff was constantly turning over because it was such a dangerous place. And without ever meeting or working with anyone directly, he healed all those parts, programs in himself, and simultaneously healed it with the inmates. In all but 2 cases, they got better. People who it was never thought could get better. So please, go pick up this book, Zero Limits. Joe Vitale, Dr. Yu Lin. Read it. Grasp the concepts, and most important of all, practice them in your daily life. Because everything, the food we eat, the car we drive, our computers, everything has an awareness and a spirit. And when you communicate with it and love it, it responds positively. I know that sounds really weird, but I've been talking to my car and my electronics and running energy for years, and you know what? My last car, I got 314,000 miles. It responded to my energy, to my communications, to our relationship. We're all related, all of us, even the people whose names and faces we'll never know or see. In our sanctuary is a tree of life, and on the tree of life are names of people and animals who want some sort of healing. And I do a special blessing every morning that's actually based on the Zero Limits program, the Ho'oponopono program. And if you have a name that you'd like to add, go ahead, scroll down in the comment section, leave me a name. That email will notify me, and I will contact you by email and tell you exactly how to accomplish that. We also have in our practice, in our ministry, a space for, well, it's actually holding a space for whatever vision you want. And if you look up above, you'll see we actually have a page for it, and on that page I list whatever it is somebody has requested. We hold a space for them, manifesting as their reality in their lives. Sometimes somebody's asking just to have time for themselves because their life is so full doing for others and working. And sometimes people are asking for a new and different car. Sometimes people are asking just how to find peace for themselves, happiness. Whatever it is you'd like in your world that's not there now, go ahead, scroll down. Let us know. And it will appear not just below this video of today's gathering, but also will get added up there on the page, holding a space for. Because the more people who are holding that space for you, visualizing you being in that situation, having that be your reality, the sooner you will manifest it. And you will only manifest it when it's in your highest and best interest, both to live that way and the timing. I thank you again for joining us here today. Go ahead and share this video with people you love and care about, and who knows how many lives it will touch. Oh, and if you'd hold a space for me, continuing to reach more and more people who are looking for this kind of thinking and knowing they're not weird because they think this way, send them here to join us. And within the next month, I will resume our live broadcast where you actually get to participate live while I'm doing this. Thanks again for joining me, for letting this be part of your life and sharing your energy with us. Blessings.